What is up, everyone? It is DJ Martini Midwest Reviews coming at you with another video for my channel today. I have a good one on the Mixonset app for iOS. It's a very cool DJ AI algorithm app that basically will mix songs for you. So is this going to replace all DJs? Well, I don't quite think so, but it is a kind of cool app that does do a few things right and a few things that it can help you with. So I definitely want to get into it for DJ Tech. I wanted to get into it. I thought it was very interesting. So let's get into the Mixonset DJ app. So first, I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in. It's DJ Martini Midwest Reviews. You never tuned into my channel. Just know that I do all kinds of item reviews, tutorials, helpers, anything I can do to help and do that research for you, give it to you as easy as possible, and then leave some links in case you're interested in some of the things I talk about, or products, those types of things. So I just want to say thank you, everybody, for all the love and support. Please join this Martini Nation here, and let's keep growing this channel. So thank you so much, and let's get into this Mixon app. You type in Mixonset AI DJ. This is what's going to pop up, and then you can go here and kind of look at the different things. Basically, it is a newer type organization that just came in the last 2 years, I'm thinking. And these are the founders right here, Boris and Zayu. And Zay is what I'll call him, is the DJ that's been a DJ for a long time. And Boris is kind of his marketing guy that's going to help get this amp out. But he definitely has some background in DJing and been DJing for a while. The app definitely does do what it's supposed to most of the time. So it's kind of cool. And I know that Spotify, and they say Spotify DJ app. I don't know why they keep saying that. I know Spotify has its own DJ app, which maybe it's kind of confusing that this is completely different from the Spotify DJ app, because the Spotify DJ app is more like a announcer kind of telling you what's coming up next, what he thinks you should play, kind of like a AI bot that's just kind of helping you get through the mix and announce some of the things. It doesn't really mix the songs together, and this one does. So we're going to go ahead and go to the home page. It says it's your Spotify DJ app, and like I said, I don't know why I keep saying Spotify DJ app, because it does use, you can use a bunch of different things, but it's powered by AI, and it mixes playlists. It mixes your playlist basically with smooth transitions, elevates playlists with crossfades, AI selected highlights, beat matched cues, and discovery. But you can see that it does work with SoundCloud, Spotify, Tidal, and your Apple Music. So all you have to do is log into those accounts, and it just uses your playlist. And I know that it's not, and it says that it's not like saving your information or anything like that. I can kind of believe it, because when you do it on your phone and then you do it on an iPad or a different device, it has no memory of that, and you literally have to like start all over for each device you're using. So a little bit interesting there. And then it says have a DJ for yourself. The Mixonset, everyone can mix their own playlists with smooth transitions, smart mix, and use Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud free, or Tidal. See, right here is kind of exactly how you're going to see it the first time you open it up. It's going to say what you want to sign into. I actually have a Tidal account, so I'm using it with Tidal right now, and I haven't had any issues signing or anything like that. And then once again, it says smooth transition. You have a discovery mode where basically it's going to introduce new music from whatever provider that you have, Tidal, Apple, but it's just going to add some new songs occasionally, depending on your settings. So boost it up to like 300%, but if you just want a few songs occasionally, maybe you have it down to the 20%. And they do have a few different options that we'll see here in a little bit. You can also do a bunch of music filters. I can't explain that super awesome without just being in the app, so we'll get to that here really soon. And then share your mixes. It does have right at the beginning, it kind of tells you to give yourself a DJ name, and then it's going to basically take your playlist and start analyzing them. If you want, you can like print out little pictures that say, they almost look like a little bar menu, what you have in those playlists, and you can share that with friends. One thing I want to do is show you the difference between the free and the pro set. So in the free, you have unlimited smart mix. So basically any of your playlists you can smart mix, and it's just going to go through and analyze all your songs, and then it's going to in an order that sounds good, and also mix them that will be easier to mix together for its AI algorithm. So you can do that. Unlimited smart queue. It does have ads every 5 to 10 songs, but basically the ads are just promoting itself. I haven't heard any commercials that weren't about itself. So And then it has a limited playlist filters and smart queue display song. It will tell you the length of the song in there. When you go to the Pro set, you're paying $4.99 a month, but you will have in the free set, but you also be able to add up more discovery, so you'll be able to, discover more songs, which isn't really a big thing to me. Also, unlimited playlist filters. I'll show you that is kind of important. And then smart switch queues without interrupting the flow. Save mixes, merge them together. So like I said, you can add music in. And then also the BPM energy, song length is kind of important too if you wanted to use some of that. A free trial for 7 days that you can use. And they also have referrals too. So if you can refer somebody, you can get like up to a month free. So that's options there too. This is a company based off of Montreal. I believe that's Quebec, Canada. And like I said, so it is a new type company. SoundCloud is free and it will play songs through SoundCloud for free, but all these other will cost you the fee of buying the software. So Spotify, Tidal, or Apple Music. You don't have their full catalog yet. On Tidal, you do have their full catalog, and that's kind of a reason why I have Tidal using it so far. Transitions, everything is good, and then offline mode, some of these you can't use, and they don't have hi-fi, but Tidal does. Let's go. I'm going to just take you to the app now and show you what it can do. I'm using an iPhone 13. I'm going to try to show you as much as I can about it and try to do it as fast as possible. Also try to show you some of the transitions and things that it does. Open up the app. You'll probably be on this screen right here. To give you like a little tutorial, and it kind of takes you through a few things, but this is basically where we're going to be at. So the first thing you want to do is go to your settings up top. So go to your settings up top and get into your Mixon. Now you'll probably have a free version, and you can go to the Pro version and get a 7-day free trial for the Pro version. So you might as well go ahead and do that as well. And all you need to do is go to the Pro subscription, go here, and then you can see I'm on a referral offer right now, and that's pretty much all you can do. So also it'll tell you I am a DJ, and you can put any DJ name in there that you want, and it'll kind of show you different things in the background about that. So I got my name in there. You can change your background here, make it a little more colorful. I kind of just like the straight blue purplish color we got here. You can see that we have a Q lock. You can save battery and data conservation by clicking this. The orbit player, I'll show you the difference between that. So the classic is just a straight line, which will have the picture image of a song, and then it'll show the line on here. And I like the orbital. It kind of looks cool. It's a circle. But basically when this purple dot, when your red dot hits the purple dot, it's going to transition. It's kind of where we're working at there. So you have some dB control here, so you can increase the volume. You do have streaming quality. You can change it to hi-fi. Tidal does have hi-fi streaming quality on your cell data as well. So pretty cool. Got some options there. You can go through your artists, albums. You can see that this is basically just going to copy all the playlists that I have on Tidal. Like I said, if you have Apple or SoundCloud or Spotify, whatever you're using, it's just going to copy all your playlists. So when you pick your first playlist, say it's this playlist, which I'm calling it the Mixon app, going to basically analyze all these tracks, and it's going to tell you when it's ready, and you can mix them in order, or you can do the smart mix. Now, smart mix is basically going to put them all in a BPM type order, which is very cool. I do like that about that. This particular mix, I could actually mix this in order, and it would probably sound pretty decent because it's telling me it's not optimal, but as a DJ, I know a lot of these songs have the same beats or the same samples in them or things like that. Wordplay that would work really good. So I know this app would work if I just mixed it in order. But just for the sake of showing you how these mix works, I will play one of these. And like I said, just know that some of these, I definitely am going to get copyright on this. And also not the clean version, so will be some explicit lyrics possibly at that, and just to let you know all that kind of stuff. I do want to show you some of the things that you can do though in the corner here. This is in your app. You can merge, you can queue, you can add songs, you can rename the playlist. A lot of the stuff that you can do within your Spotify, Tidal, Apple, apps, you can still do in with this. Share your mix, do the cocktail bar picture, which I'll show you here in a little bit. So there's some cool stuff that you can do with this. Discovery mix real quick. So if you just want to play your playlist untouched and you just want to hear the music in your playlist, you want to just keep this as it is. But if you want to add, say, 17 songs to be discovered here at 20%, so it's going to play most of the songs in your list, but it's going to add a few occasionally, you can go to 20%, they have 50%, they have 100%, and 300%. So basically 300% is just going to be throwing in maybe one song that you like and then throwing a lot of extra songs you've never probably heard. So and it's going to let you discover new music that kind of go with your vibe that you're putting out or your playlist that you're into. So it's kind of a cool feature. Most of the time I just listen to my playlist and maybe do like a 20%. That way it'll add occasionally a song in there that I've never heard, but usually I just listen to my playlist. So, but we're going to just leave it empty for now and apply that. So you can see my discovery is off. Right, so this is your preference for highlighting. If you want it to play the full song, you could be in full song and it'll play the whole song and then it'll go to your next song. Emphasis on most people that they just want to hear the whole song and they just don't want to hear any silence at the end of the song, which some of these apps actually did before, but now we have to almost get a different app to make sure that happens now. If you want to play the whole song, this will allow you to do that. It will also allow you to make preferences. So if you didn't want to hear the whole song, but you wanted to transition maybe a little faster, you can pick those little white dots wherever you want it to transition, and it will. So that's pretty cool. Most of the time, I like to mess with the play highlight, which is only going to play about 25% to 50% of your song, which is what most DJs do, right? They don't play a whole song. They're mixing in and out. And so you're going to be able to hear a lot of your playlist a lot faster because it's going to be only playing, so much of that song. So I do like that. But like I said, most people might want to just take advantage of not having any silence in their music. And I think to play the full song is a very cool option for this. And it works pretty decently. The play highlight is a little bit more on and off for DJs because it's kind of, as a DJ, some of the transitions are just really bad. And sometimes it hits it right on the dot. So it's kind of a hit and miss type of thing. But it is kind of cool when it does hit and you're like, oh, those songs sound pretty good together. And that's a tool that could probably help some DJs out there.
Young trying to clear a crowd with the heat. When you run, better keep it 40 cal. The Greg Khali, 30 shots to knock him down like Muhammad Ali. Do the way, scratch off in the track off G. Catch him.
And now, see how you skip over it, it actually is going to take it farther. So now it's going to actually take it to the next song.
5790 spent the coupe on my wrist. What's $1 million? I'm a fool with this hit.
Let me tell you what I wanna do. Let me show you that I feel you. Wanna freak, wanna ride with you. Wanna taste, wanna put my lips all over you.
Girl, you know it's even better when it's with ice cream. You know what I mean? If you're not drunk, ladies and gentlemen, everybody!
I hate to see her go, but I love to watch her leave. But I keep her running back and forth. Soccer team.
Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt.
Much back. Little in the middle, but she got much back. Little in the middle, but she got much back. None unless you got buns, hun.
Boy, toy named Troy used to live in this skinny bitches. What?
Every time you come, I get those goosebumps every time. Yeah, when you come around, throw that to the side. Yeah. I get those goosebumps every time. Yeah, 713 through the 281. Yeah, I'm riding. I get those goosebumps every time. Yeah, when you're not around, when you throw that to the side. Yeah. When I pull it up.
Oh no, see you walking around like it's a funeral. Not so serious.
You can see, because like I said, I've DJ'd, I know a lot of these songs sound good together or could transition together. So it's very, very cool if you know what you're doing, that you can put some together and put them on this apps, and they're going to actually sound pretty good if you can put a good strip of songs together. And it's actually very challenging to get a great set list that just continues to kind of sound like it is almost being DJ'd. It's kind of hard to do, but some of them sound really good and some of them don't sound so great, just depending on where it's going in and out. And you can kind of adjust that a little bit. You can see that I'm kind of adjusting some of that, but some of it you just can't do. So very, very cool. So if you just went to just a random playlist, you can see that I went to the Smart Mix right here. You go here, you go to pick Smart Mix, and now it is actually going to, when I press play, it's analyzing this whole list, and it's going to play them according to how it thinks it should play all these songs. I'm going to pause this right here, and I'm going to just show you that it put them all in a BPM order, which is very, very cool. And it's going to go all the way up high, and then it's going to take it back down low. Right there. Looks like it's going to switch from a 130 to 69 somehow. But it's going to do that. But it did keep them in a BPM type order. Now you can change that to the energy to see where that is at. So that's kind of cool. Like I said, it can kind of teach you what these songs have for BPM. But I love BPM. But it also does have length, which is free. But to use the BPM and the energy, you will have to have the Pro version. Discovery mode, to be able to go to beyond 50% suggestion, you have to have a Pro version. And then also to edit, you can do that on the other free and the Pro versions of this. But you can go ahead and I can switch this up still, and I can move songs around. Very, very cool. You can also bring a song in. Like if you wanted to cue something up, you can bring it in and it'll put some items here, and you can pull it in as well. So that's very, very cool that you can do some of those features. The last thing I want to show you is this little icon right here. This is your party cocktail bar. It basically is going to take the playlist that you're listening to, and it's going to just put the artist in a cool little picture bar club session by Mixonset. And you can share these, you can change them, you can kind of show you what's on your playlist. Some of them are kind of clever and cool, and you can share those on your, this is what I'm listening to, and it's kind of fun. Also in here, your party mix. I haven't quite got into that, but I just know it is available as an option. One last thing is you can take screenshots. Your mix review is going to be a review over the playlist that you are listening to. This playlist particular is intense, has an average BPM of 112, and it's 2 hours and 48 minutes long. So it's kind of cool if you wanted to just see how long your playlists are. You can take a survey, share your mixes, or there's a referral offer too. If you can refer this app to people and they subscribe, you might be able to get, like a free month of the app. I'm going to kind of show you just randomly how this is going to sound if you just were randomly do a start mix, and especially if you had songs that are slow to fast and things like that, just kind of give you an idea how that works. I get those goosebumps every time you come around, you throw that to the side. I get those goosebumps every time you come around, throw that to the side. I get those goosebumps. Some of the transitions are good, some of them are not.
Calm me down with your shit. Put your love
I'm about to lose my mind. So stacked, know how to make that body wine grind. I wanna press rewind, now give it to me one time, give it to me 2 times. Can let your body just search my brain. Then you do that double back. Baby, I ain't playing. When she knows I'm
Day and night, I toss and turn, I keep.
So you can see that some of them aren't fan DJ type standards, but for keeping silence out of your music, this is a very, very cool way to do that. So, all right, the last thing I just want to kind of get into that you can find in the App Store. You can download it for your Apple, iPhone, iPad. I don't believe it works on the Mac yet, but it definitely works on the iPad and the iPhone. I think it is a app that definitely needs a little bit more work to be seamless transitions. But if you are not a DJ and you want to get that silence out of your tracks, and you also want that DJ feel, I think it does a really good job of that. Are a DJ, sometimes some of the transitions are going to be like your nails on a chalkboard and just be like, oh my God, that was so bad. But every once in a while it hits the nail right on the head and it's a really good transition. You're like, oh man, those two songs could sound good together. There's some room to work there. And so it can definitely give you some ideas for the future on songs that work really, really good together, songs that don't work so good together, and also having some of those features of the discovery and the BPM. And if you are a beginning DJ, this could help you kind of arrange tracks very, very well. And also, if you are an established DJ, this is kind of a fun app just to get on and like try to make that perfect playlist where Mixon actually mixes those songs together really nicely, where some of the tracks just really, really go together, and you can really find that cohesiveness, that perfect playlist that Mixon mixes perfectly. That was from your order and not their smart mix. So it's kind of fun, almost like a game, trying to do that. So it definitely has some positives in my opinion, even if you're an established DJ or if you're a beginner. That beginner can really go and just listen to music and kind of figure out songs that can transition together very, very well. So I do like those points of it. And, with the discovery, more tracks into your playlist. You can use it on SoundCloud, Spotify, Tidal, and Apple Music services, all those platforms. It's very universal, so I do like that about it. And so far, without a few catches, every once in a while, make you play the whole song almost, and it doesn't want to transition in the middle or things like that. But like I said, you can just kind of skip the 32 beats at the end of the song, and it's going to go right into the next song really fast. So you still won't hear that silence, but you might have to keep an eye on it a little bit occasionally. On the free version, you will have an occasional commercial, but like I said, it's only going to commercial for itself. It's going to say, hey, you're using, DJ so-and-so's mix on Mixon, and why don't you subscribe so you don't hear any commercials. So something like that, but it's basically just advertising for itself. I didn't hear any other commercials in it when I was using it on the free version. Other than that, on the algorithm itself, I think that it's basically just doing tempo changes. It's doing fade in, fade out, crossover, and it does occasionally come in, and it does it with some musical selection, either coming in the chorus or coming in on the first beat of a vocal verse. But it could be it could be in the last verse or it could be in the first verse, but it's coming in at those points from what I noticed. So nothing crazy, but it is doing those types of things. Tempo changes, crossfade changes a little bit. It does a little bit of those and drops them in those choruses or those verses. So the only thing I wish they could add is maybe fixing some of that AI to figure out more spots within the songs to mix in. And also, because like I said, some of the songs you have to play almost the whole song. And I think that might be kind of a licensing thing with them, that certain songs they kind of have already programmed and other songs they don't, so that it just automatically makes you play the whole song almost. And then also some FX transitions, I think would be an easy thing to add to this app. So maybe doing some scratch outs, some echo outs, adding some kind of FX, maybe some reverses where you kind of it sounds like the record's spinning and then it goes into a transition. Kind of adding some things like that would really make it kind of cool, so you didn't just have the same transitions all the time. Not that it would do it every time, but just occasionally it would just mix up some fancier FX type transitions. I think would be easy to add to an app like this and make it more fun for people. So as a DJ, I definitely know this app isn't going to replace me as a DJ when it comes to mixing, but it is very fun to mess around with, and I think it can help you as a DJ kind of find more songs, or transition together, mix together, those types of things. So I think it can be a tool for even established DJs or beginning DJs for sure, that you can get some great ideas from this Mixonset app. So I think it's something to look into, something to play with and have some fun with, definitely. So if this is helpful to anybody, please like, subscribe, and share. DJ Martini Midwest Reviews. Thank you so much. Let me know your thoughts. Please like, subscribe, and share, and we'll catch you on the next video.